Hi, those of you that don't know me, I had the joy of teaching with Leanne for 22 years as her teammate. We did 6 years back in the old days, back in second grade, back when it was her, Carol Schertzer, and I. And Carol used to joke back then that we were into, through, and beyond. And of course, Leanne was always the beyond, and I'll let you guess what I was. But of course, it's the last 16 years, in fourth grade that comes to the forefront of my mind right now. And surprisingly, all of the happy times and the fun times are what come to mind first. I was thinking about all the pumpkin pancakes we flipped, all the homemade applesauce we made, trying to convince the kids that those loaves of Indian acorn bread really were better than the cornbread we made. How many mission projects we did, how many reports we helped edit, how many showcases we attended, and all the contests we did at San Luis Rey Mission. How many number ones did we get, how many blue ribbons, how many first places, and how proud we were. I remember all of our craft days, and in particular your cozy fireplace, and you making cocoa for the kids, and your classic pot holders, and your even more classic pushpin presidents, the president's heads. And of course, you can't forget about gold fever all over the place. Okay, of course. Yep, everybody knows it. And how every year we thought it was just going to be a mess. And every year they pulled it off. And then watching all the parents cry during the slideshow that you made every year. How about how field trips, how we both got no sleep the night before, but you'd say, Linda, we do it for the kids. And then how relieved we'd both be when we got them back on campus safely. But one in particular you'll never forget, that bus breakdown and being stranded after the symphony in downtown San Diego. That one sticks with you. Our end of the year progressive dining at Legoland, if you know, you know. You made curriculum that we used for years and years. Book reports and Patty Reed's doll and agriculture in the classroom. Novel studies galore, not to mention all the notes, newsletters, and lists that you made. I remember how we would pore and worry and ponder over scores and schedules and students, all trying to think about how to close the gap and how to help them achieve. How we laughed every single day at ourselves and all the crazy things that happened to teachers in the course of a day. At the other teachers, no offense, guys. At ourselves, of course, most of all, and mostly with the kids, but sometimes at them, let's be honest. How many times I said, Leanne, this situation is effed. I'm using better language. No, I really would say, this situation is fucked, Leanne. And of course, what would Leanne say? You're right. It is. You're right. It is troublesome. How many years did we get in our submarine and just do what was best for kids? We'd say to each other, come on, let's get in the sub, periscope down. How we watched our kids sing This Little Light of Mine at the Christmas show every year, your choice. And we watched them with pride and joy because no matter how naughty they were during the year, they were our little angels for those 2 minutes. I want to say, Leanne, that you were a true partner, a collaborator, an innovator, someone who exemplifies growth mindset, a phenomenal teacher who just kept getting better and better as we move forward. I never once saw you make a decision that wasn't in the best interest of the children or in the grade level as a whole. I am always in awe of your intellect, your work ethic, and your heart for kids and your teammates. Hardly a day went by that I didn't think, Leanne could do anything, but she chooses to teach.
Yeah.
Isn't that wonderful? And she made me proud to be a teacher too. I don't know what I'll do without you, but I know that all the kids you've taught and the teachers you worked with were well and truly blessed. From me, Mr. Mark up in heaven, Miss Boone, Miss Ramirez, Miss Torres, and the countless kids, I say kudos. Job well done, Leanne, and thank you, thank you, thank you.